It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten. And there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it. The battle for the conference championship trophy. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And they'll use the ground game here. Powering through. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So Iowa's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Give it to the back again. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Looking for some space. It's Johnson. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Short pass finds the tight end. And the Hawkeyes pick up enough to get a first down there. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'll run it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And he's got it again. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, It just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. That moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Looking to pass. It's Howard. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull on the ball and bat it away.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain. 2nd down and goal.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making...
And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive game for the offense.
Direct snap to the back. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's going to take off. Gets some space around the 30. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return. What? The interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Hawkeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On the run, it's Johnson. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Heads up. The offense now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the mark before being taken down. And the Hawkeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, and he can't hold on. A first down screen is incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And they'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down. The Hawkeyes will line up to boot it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Guy who coughs it up, recovers it, and prevents the turnover. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. When you think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years, go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s, and, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
To throw, it's Howard. Quick throw to his receiver. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
First down here for this offense. On the ground, it's Johnson.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Doesn't throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Crucial third down play right here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. That's caught. It's Johnson.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. So, Kirk, Iowa has the lead here. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. And the Hawkeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
And the defense is doing everything they can to try to rip that ball out. They've got to get the football back to their own offense to have any chance, obviously, of winning this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And he runs it in there to extend the lead. Now it's a 3-score game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. And he'll pick up the first down. Stopped at the 27. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The sack sets up second down.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Going the other way, can they stop him? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Howard. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes.
Well, we just have not seen a lot of this today at all from this offense, but they'll take it. Big positive play here. Game is out of reach. They're still just trying to put up any yardage that they can to help build their confidence for next week.
Here's another interception. We're losing track.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. That gain sets up a third down play. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. It's always a special year when after all of the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.